guys, guess what today is? It is my birthday. So I am 23 today. I'm so grateful to God. To start with, I'm grateful for his preservation. I'm grateful for everything, for life in general, because I couldn't have come this far if I did not have God. And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be celebrating this birthday with people in my life. I'm just so excited. Okay, so welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Mettylicious. I'll do a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. But on here, I'm known as Mettylicious. You already know. I'm going to be sharing 23 lessons I've learned over the years, and I'm doing this for three main reasons. Okay, firstly is just to document the process, document my life, so I could go back to this video to see my growth, things I've learned at this age, stuff like that. I just want to document this. Secondly is to share with people out there, people who are kind of struggling and are feeling like they are not doing enough or not putting in so much effort. This video is to them. Lastly, which is the most important, is to just show my gratitude to God, because without him I will not be here, like I said earlier. So yeah. So the very first lesson I am going to share with you is do not settle for less and do not be comfortable in your comfort zone. I know that sounds like tautology, but actually it's a thing. Probably not the right word, but it's a thing. Try to eliminate the what ifs in your life. Take the bold decisions. This is something I recently just did. I took a major decision in my life. I don't think I'll be sharing the story much now. I'll be sharing the story much later, but I took that decision and it's one of the best things I have made in my life. Although it doesn't look right now, it doesn't look like everything is settled, but I'm happy I took that decision, and I'm doing things that I really love. Anyways, I'll share the story much later, but I'm just trying to let you know that it's good if you take that major decision, if you decide to leave that job, if you decide to leave that person you're with. Like, just try to eliminate the what if mindset and step out of your comfort zone, because there's a whole lot waiting for you outside, just only if you step outside. Okay, that's it. Secondly is to understand that you cannot control everything. See, things are going to happen. You feel like, you have the situation under control. Most of the time you don't have it under control. The thing is, if you feel like you can control everything, you're just trying to let God know that you can handle it. Like, oh God, I actually don't need your help at this point in time. Okay, I can handle the situation. I am just going to suffer, because there's no point, you cannot handle life alone. So invite someone who created it, someone who knows the end from the beginning. You can't do everything. Just understand that you cannot do everything and you cannot control the situations that you fall under. But learn today, and then take it upon yourself that you cannot do these things, you cannot control the situations, but hand over any situation that you find yourself to God, who can control all situations. I hope you get that. And the third option is choose to be happy. Over the years, I haven't chosen happiness. I have always found a way to make myself sad. It sounds really silly, but it's actually a thing, and something that I was experiencing not until late 2021. I intentionally was not finding anything good in what I used to do, or what I was doing, or decisions I made in my life. But right now I have chosen to be happy, and in Christ you will find completeness, you will find joy all around that. Okay, choose to be joyful over every situation you find yourself in. And if you find yourself in a bad situation where things are just not working, learn to give God thanks, because you don't know what you're stirring up in the place of Thanksgiving. There's a lot that has been stirred up. So when in every situation, try to kind of enjoy the process, take it easy on yourself. Like my last point, you can't control every situation, but hand it over to God. So choose to be joyful in funny situations, choose to be happy in crazy situations, and just see the miracles stir up in your life. Fourth option is rest is essential. I've been able to train my body to rest for 8 hours, give myself 8 hours of sleep. And this is not just being lazy or anything, But one thing I've come to understand about resting is that you give your mind and your brain the ability to relax, to cool off, and then you wake up with strength, with better energy to take on what you have to do. So if you do not rest, you are only staring, you're just going to cause things to happen later on, because you're kind of overstressing yourself. You cannot have fresh ideas in such an environment. So try to rest, try to sleep, try to give yourself a break. Resting necessarily does not mean sleeping. Resting could be hanging out with your friends, doing stuff that are different from the normal hustle life. I know we've already normalized the hustle life, the grind life, but at the same time, learn to give yourself break, learn to rest, learn to prioritize rest. Okay? Even God rested on the seventh day. How much more human? So another thing I have learned over the years is that you should write down your goals and also the steps to take you to achieve these goals. Now listen, I'll explain. Why it's important for you to put down your goals is because, sometimes you just make vague promises. We just have vague understanding, or like we just have ideas, but we never even put them into life because we do not write about it. We don't put it down into paper. There's something about putting things down into paper and seeing it every day. I don't know if it's just me, but there's always this commitment to want to achieve this. So you writing your goals and then steps to achieve that goal. It could be daily steps, it could be weekly steps, but things that will help you achieve the goal. And then it might seem like you're not attaining anything at that particular point in time, but trust me, you are better off than the person who has the idea in the head, or someone who has just written it without the steps to take to achieve this goal. So you're better off than the person who has a multi-billionaire idea if you have just a millionaire idea. So the little steps will actually create the avenue for you to show up in bigger, to make the bigger goals realistic. Okay, you can't just attain the whole goal as it is. It has to be step by step approach. Another thing I have learned is try to be honest with yourself. Nobody can be more honest than yourself. You know, if you know that you are gaining so much weight, you can tell yourself, don't do the world accepts me the way I am. I'm so sorry, my dear. You're not eating, you're overfeeding, your BMI is another thing. I think that the world accepts you the way you are. I'm so sorry. In as much as the world accepts you, who cares about what the world thinks? Like, who cares? The world does not have to. You don't have to let the world accept you for a child of God. But first of all, what I'm trying to say is that try to tell yourself the truth. If you know you are not showing up, if you know you tell yourself the truth. Don't give yourself one funny pep talk like, oh, you'll be fine, or some funny things like that. Like, try to be realistic with yourself. Tell yourself how things are. No one will be so honest with you. You might not even have like really honest friends who are going to be so honest with you to tell you about what they're doing or to correct you. But you can correct yourself because you know the wrong things you're doing. You know the bad things you're doing. Okay, try not to. Don't be dishonest to yourself. Tell yourself the truth, how things are. Be honest with yourself and watch yourself grow, because that's the first form of growth. You realizing your mistakes, working on them, and growing. That's it. Something else is to learn how to breathe, live, enjoy life. This life, you think problems are going to finish. Problems no they finish, and that's the fact. That's what people don't know. Problems actually do not finish. But you have to prioritize that your life is not your situation does not determine your life, like my pastor says. So how your situation is does not determine how you see life. So because things are not working out now does not mean that things will not work out in future. Does not mean your life is going to be in shambles forever. Understand that and know peace. Okay, spend time with people that you know, that you will learn from, that you will grow with. Learn to live. It's not every time the hustle, the grind. Like I said earlier, we have prioritized these things over our health, over our mental health, and over the things that we should see. Learn how to do something recreational, like whether it's going to a country club or just having fun with your believer friends, having a sip and paint event. By the way, guys, my sip and paint event is coming up pretty soon, so much details will be probably my next video or the one after. Yeah. Prioritize who you also hang out with. You're not going out with just random people, but you're going out with people who understand, who have the same values as you do, and who are willing to help you grow and who also want to grow with you. Something else I have learned is to learn to make people happy. You don't know what someone is going through. You don't know what they are thinking of. Learn to just make someone happy. Learn to make the day of a person, because a lot of this, people, whether it's just complimenting what they're wearing or something just random, it kind of brightens their mood. So don't be too self-observed. Don't be too self-conscious that you then make people around you suffer because you want to find self-love. Don't let it be a selfish act that then, okay, because they said I should find myself, I should love myself, I don't care what anybody says, I cannot use that word, I cannot do, that's not it, okay? Another step is to know your values and build relationships based on them. So sometimes I used to wonder why I did not have friends until I became so conscious about selecting friends, and I've come to realize that to have friends, you have to find out the people that their values kind of align with yours, not people that you laugh with or you make jokes with. I feel like you should be intentional about picking your friends, such that your friends always check up on you. They know where you're slacking. People that even when you have problems, the things that you're going through, problems that you're facing, there are people that can stand in time for you, and there are people that can correct you when you're wrong. So also find people that have the same values as you do, and just try to be their friends. Use friends based on your values, not just any riffraff person. Another point is to learn to listen to people. Calm down, okay? I know you want to be like, oh, this. I know everything. You don't know everything, okay? And there are people that are better than you. Sometimes their manner of approach or the way they want to correct you might not be the way you want to be corrected. But most of the time, listen to people. Learn to see the angle in which you're coming from. See things through the lens of others and not just through your own lens, okay? Like I'm looking at my lens. I'm just kidding. Try to understand where people are coming from and the values or their backgrounds and stuff before you then take up drastic actions. Am I making sense? I think I am. Find a community or build a community and grow. No man is an island. You cannot grow in life alone. Life is more than just, I don't need friends in life. See, God has people. And there's some certain points in times where you cannot pray, you cannot do these things, and you have people that are praying and then they're doing things for you. That's what the community of Christianity is. It's not about just being friends with these people, hanging out with them, but watching each other, being after the growth of each other. That's what I'm talking about. Surround yourself with people who are in your best interest. I personally am still trying to find my own community. At the same time, I'm trying to build my own community through my sip and paint event, which are coming up pretty soon. So I just want it to be a form of, believers that come together to do this activity month out, and we discuss, half of your problem is your problem is kind of half solved if you share with people that are after your growth, people that have the same values as you do, and people that have gone through experiences like this. So I'm not talking about people that are older. Sometimes your mates have more experience than you do. So find a community, invest in it, grow in it. And you're not an island. Next point is to be intentional about everything and anything that you do. Don't live life shabbily. Don't do things shabbily, because your work actually shows forth in life. Everything that you do, choose quality over quantity. Choose the quality of what you do, what you're delivering, even if it's one. The time it takes to do one, you can do 10, but the 10 will be rubbish. So why don't you just do the one where you get more referrals than doing a 10, making the money and then ending the business contract right there? Just be intentional about your friendships, be intentional about giving, be intentional about your business, be intentional about everything that you're doing in this life, because it will just pay you. It's you. Okay, so even about doing the things of God, be intentional about it. Learn to just show intent, let your intent be known. And if it's getting into a relationship, be intentional about putting yourself out there, talking to people, meeting people. If it's about your business, try to find new business steps or business goals to achieve, or business strategies and stuff like that. So I hope you get the drift. okay not to know everything. It's okay to not know some certain things. But what the problem is now being comfortable not knowing the certain things that you should know. Right? You not being so comfortable not understanding these things. That's what we find the problem. So don't prove that you know too much. Don't prove that you know everything. Try to start Googling everything. See, it's easier sometimes, most of the time, to, I know research is good. Research is great. You can do your research. That just aids it better. But when you know someone who's beside you that can help you, you kind of learn faster than you now taking out time to do your research. It's better that way. It's good to ask questions. If you don't understand, let it be known. And if you feel like you're with people that cannot answer your question, I'm so sorry, but you probably might need a change of environment, to be honest. Because I feel like nobody should make you feel silly for asking questions, and never feel silly for asking questions. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Everybody has a different blueprint in life. So based on what people have done in life, their experiences, their growth, whether you're the same age, because it happened to Mr. ABC, so something is going to happen to you. Okay, so learn to see life differently. Everybody has a different blueprint. Sometimes things might seem like they're the same way, but it's going to end up in a different way at the end of the day. Okay, so don't see life like that. Don't see life as, because it happened to Mr. A, I'm just going to happen to me, Mr. B. Like, life is different. Okay, do what makes you happy, but has sense. And this, in what sense I'm talking about, is not just like doing what makes you happy. I'm saying take up steps that will help you grow and to be happy, not changing your identity. I don't support it. Doing things that the Bible is against. If you go against the Bible, you're not doing anything that makes you happy. You're doing something that will lead towards destruction at the end of the day. Okay? So if you are doing anything that is trying to make you happy, ask, is it aligned with what God has in plan for my life? If it doesn't, it's not going to make you happy. It's going to make you happy at this point in time. But that joy is never going to come. Okay? They're going to remain there forever and ever in your life. And I'm not kidding. Another thing in terms of relationships, your too much is never enough for a wrong person. So if you are with someone that is not meant to be, you might have put in all the effort trying to make this thing work, but it's not going to work if that person is not meant to be, because your too much should be enough for your partner. That's like you doing the most and you finding out how they want to feel loved and stuff like that. But like if you are with the wrong person, you're too much. Even you trying to please them will never ever be enough. So try to find your own person, right? The right person, either your friends as well. When I say relationship, I don't just mean a romantic one. I also mean friendship relationships. So yeah. So don't let society construct describe you or describe what you want to do. Take courageous acts. Do things that, take faith is the greatest thing to use in this life. Have faith and do these things. Have faith in God and trust the process according to His will, not according to your will, but according to His will. Trust God and do these things. You will never ever regret in life. Okay. Next step is to document the process. Document every process in life. Wherever you find yourself, document it, because this will not just only help you grow, but at the same time, it's just for you to look back and see how you were at that particular point. I don't know. I just have a thing about just documenting my growth, and I feel like in future it's a pair of you watching it and seeing how things are. So if it's journaling, if it's making videos just for yourself, do it. If it's making memories with your friends, traveling, doing different things, do it. Okay, do it. Have fun in life. Have fun in Christ. That one is to love yourself. Only you can love yourself better than how people see you. Only you can love what you have better. See, until you love yourself, that's when you have the comfort or like the whatever. It's not about what people say. If people say, I got the most beautiful, but if you don't see that beauty, you are not beautiful. So it all matters how you see yourself. It matters how you carry yourself and how you do your thing. So just learn to find that love the way. See, God created everybody in His own image and in His likeness. He didn't make mistakes creating you. Understand that and know peace. Okay? Appreciate what you have, because life is a journey, and in this life you enjoy the process. You don't rush things here, because we're working with God's time, we're not working with man's time. Stay positive. Your mouth, out of your mouth. hey, guys, whatever you say, your mouth is the most powerful tool in your body. So while you use this mouth to talk, what you use this mouth to say matters a lot. So I want to learn is that I need to be positive. So I say positive things to myself. Even if the situation is not good, I'm positive about it. I will speak life into death. I will change situations that are not to situations that are how I want it to be. So let your mouth speak. Use your mouth to call things as though they are not to be how you want it to be. Your mouth is powerful. Use your mouth to glorify God. Use your mouth to command situations of life. Because this life wrestle against our powers. And with our words, with our mouths, are used to wrestle. It's not physical fights. It's a spiritual warfare. As our mouths, we used to speak in tongues. And we used to fight and cast and bind over here. Okay? Loving yourself, learn how to romanticize your life. Make your life a movie and enjoy it. Live it. Love it. Enjoy it. To remain thankful. So on this remaining thankful thing, God has done so much for you that you should always remain grateful for, remain thankful for. He is good, he is kind, he has done so much for you that if you look back, sometimes if you know you always forget, you get a gratitude journal or there are apps like you can take notes. Get a gratitude journal and write on things God has done for you. You see that? Mere just waking up, sleeping and waking up, mere just peeing, just using the bathroom is a testimony. It is. So learn how to stay thankful to God, the one who has created you, the one who protected you up to the point where you find yourself in. Yeah. Last point is to involve Christ, involve God in every step of your life. So let me read this because I don't want to go out of context. So involve God in all process of your life, in everything that you do. Work in his plan because he is smarter, faster, and is a better way. This life cannot do it on your own. If you like it on your own, you just suffer. So it might not seem like, it's fast. It might not seem like it's easier, but trust the process. It will help you grow in patience and let him have a place in your life and see what he will do through you. There is nobody that has laid their life for Christ that he has not done mighty things too. This is me talking to myself. This is a letter to myself. I'm going to watch the video 2023. And then let God do something in your life. Okay, put it to test. Okay, let's put this thing to test. Let's see if it's really going to work. Let's just put it to test for putting to test it. But it's reward. It's nobody you see that they've laid their life out for Christ, down for Christ, and you not see changes in their lives. Also learn and enjoy every process that Christ has given you. If you've come to the end of this video, I am so grateful. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please don't forget to wish me a happy birthday. If you want to get me anything, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You can text me on Instagram and I'll send you my wish list because I actually have a wish list. My gift from you guys should be to get me to 1,000 subscribers before June. June is even too far, but before June, let's get to 1,000 subscribers. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Binge watch my other videos, and